there, beautiful souls, and welcome. I'm Lori Marie, founder of the Eighth House Mystery School, a sacred space for growth, healing, awakening, and remembering the deeper truth of who we really are. And today, I have the honor of sitting with one of my gifted instructors and dear friend, Stacey, whose work centers around something both simple and profound: the power of joy as a gateway to abundance. She taps into the Akashic Records and teaches her clients how to do so as well. This conversation is an invitation to soften, to open, and to explore what becomes possible when we allow joy to lead the way. So, wherever you are in your journey, welcome and let's begin. How are you doing today, Stacey?
Doing very well. Thanks. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. So your relationship with joy. For you personally, how has your relationship with joy evolved over time, and was it always something you allowed yourself to feel?
No, I find the joy in like mundane. I get up, I talk to my furniture, I talk to my coffee, I find joy in nearly everything.
I do all those things too. Like they're alive, right?
They are. Well,
Yeah, I
it's like I wake up and I'm like, hey, angels, hey guys, morning.
And how do you feel like it's evolved over time? Like, how did you get to that place? Because for some people, joy does not come very easy.
No, I can't. I grew up in a household where there was a lot of negativity or, sarcasm, and really reprogramming my brain and my mind, and just finding the joy, like wherever it is, and realizing the more that I talk to myself and being conscious and aware with how I talk to myself, it's changed my relationship. That's why I probably talk to myself a lot more than most. I don't know.
No, I understand. So, well, then, joy is like a spiritual practice for you. So you speak about joy as more than a feeling, almost as a practice or a way of being. Like you said,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
just do it. What does that actually look like in everyday life? So how would we make it a practice?
Oh gosh, like gratitude. I mean, I know that this sounds crazy, but it's like talking to your water, talking to, like, when I make a meal, it's like I sit there and say, I am so grateful for the egg and the chicken and the shell, and I'm grateful for the pan and the spatula and the asphalt and the trucks that drove. It's like, and the carton for the egg. I mean, it's just finding, just happiness in all things. Yeah.
Really? When someone truly allows themselves to express joy fully and without guilt, what begins to shift in their life?
Oh gosh, like you see synchronicities, you see people coming into your life, you're seeing how the world reflects you. I mean, honestly, that's like been the greatest shift in my life, is seeing like all the reflections coming back at me.
Yeah, instead of projecting the negative and it having slapping you back in the face, it's you're anticipating joy, so it projects back to you.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I do a lot of inner child work, or have my inner child come out and play. And so, like, even the simplest things like driving my car, I know I'll ask her, I'll say, do you want to drive? And she's always like, yeah. And she likes to drive fast and listen to really fun music. So,
That's cute. I really like that.
yeah, I mean, I seriously, the more like the Akashic Records or the Guardians, through that, they'll bring in a lot of times that we need to work with our inner child a lot. And so when clients come to see me, all of a sudden they're bringing that through, and I'm like, oh, they're telling me like to bake when you were younger. And then like inviting that little one, you set her up on the countertop or him. And, it's like, do you want to lick the batter? you know?
I love that. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
So your work with, the Akashic and your natural gift, but one that, you've tuned into. When people enter your space or your classes, how do you help them reconnect to their own natural state of joy and tapping into the Akashic?
Well, I mean, it's starting to get to know yourself really. And then like how I help people is I help them figure out whether they're getting Akashic guidance, intuition, or ego guidance, things of that nature. And then when, oh, okay. The other thing, sorry, they talk to me at the same time. They're like, remember to express that the more that you play, the more opportunity you have to hear them and get get the hits. So yeah, it's all about play. And I'm like, find the most delightful play that you can.
That has been the topic in ends up being the topic so far in all of our instructors interviews, as we get to know each other, and we keep talking about play, and I keep telling them this school is going to be fun. We're going to have events, and we're going to have lives, and we're going to get to meet your Akashic friends that you talk to, and listen to the funny things they have to say, and maybe practice our psychic abilities, in like a live or something. So
Yeah.
this school is going to be fun, and I think you're going to be fun with the school too.
Oh, definitely. Well, you're fun. So of course it has to reflect back.
So abundance, we were talking about abundance earlier today, and what does abundance mean to you now, beyond money, beyond success? What does it feel like in your body, in your life?
Oh gosh, it's flow, it's ease, it's grace. Uh it's time, it's relaxation. I don't overburden myself or over extend myself anymore. It's like, nope, I get me time. I mean, it's wonderful. Like it is so much easier to be in a human body. It,
So if
you don't have to work hard.
you don't really, that's
No.
a, that's a lie we've told ourselves always, for sure. I agree with that. So, well, on that note, being that you are going to be teaching how to access the Akashic Records at the 8th House Mystery School, what can the students or community members look forward to? What's your class going to be like?
So the first one is going to be more about entertaining the way that we receive information and being able to tell what it is, whether it's Akashic guidance, whether it's your intuitive hit, or whether it's the ego guidance. And so that's the first level, is kind of going into that direction. And then trusting yourself, really being able to trust yourself. And also, like, it took me 3 Akashic record courses before I trusted myself. And you don't have to do that with this one. So,
So for someone watching right now who they're kind of feeling disconnected in the world, maybe burned out, or like joy is far away, and but they know that there's so much more below the surface, and they really, they want to tap into the Akashic records, and they want to learn to be more spiritual or listen to their inner self. What do you have to share with them today in order to encourage that?
well, we all access the Akashic records. We all access it at different times. The more that you clear out and do your shadow work, and I did most of my shadow work within the Akashic records. They were giving me information on, like, oh no, you have to go deeper on that. I'd be like, well, what? And they tell me things like, oh, you're manipulating someone. And I'm like, really? I didn't know that. And so it's like, but like the more that you open yourself up just to trust, like they throw in things all day, every day. And like lighten up on yourself. Really, this earth game is just a game. I mean, the thing that they tell me all the time is don't worry about it. Like, if you get it now, great. If you don't, you'll get it in the next lifetime. And honestly, so it's like, give yourself some freaking grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I'm right there with you. And I'm so excited for, what the community members will get from you at the school, and what they'll learn about themselves, and the connections that they'll make, and the high vibes that they'll feel. So I'm super excited that you're going to be a part of all that. And I want to thank you so much for just sharing that joyful wisdom and presence and light with us today. And then to everybody out there, if this conversation touched your heart at all, stay connected, explore what we're building inside the school, go over and, sign up for Stacey's class, and we'll see you in the next conversation. Thanks for joining us, Stacey.
Thank you.